All right. So we got a little bit of a kind of feels like a like an energy of like a public service announcement. Like in a way, it's almost like just I don't know. It like a preventative. Do you know what I mean? Like when you got to boil your water before you can use it. That's what it feels like to me. Um, I kind of feel like this isn't. I feel like this isn't something that has happened or something that has to happen. This to me feels like something that is like almost like a warning, but not like you know a dire kind of warning. It's like a be careful. It's you don't want to fall into a trap. You don't want to fall into an issue here. Um, and the issue being or potential issue being, and now I want you to look at all the cups here, all the cups are emotions, right? There's 16 cups here. That's a lot of cups. That's a lot of emotion. That's a lot of feelings. um and it's almost like don't fall for this trap. Don't fall for it, right? um don't do it. So I don't know if there's okay, there's a few different things coming through right now, and it's like all at once. Hold on a second. Ugh. Okay, so for some of it's relationship, it's this person, it's they're coming, and it's like um don't be drinking with them. If this is something that you're kind of up in the air about, and you're like remembering certain things, and you're thinking about this and you're thinking about that, and there's a lot going on, and but there's also like a lot of good memories, but there's a lot of these memories, and like and mixing that with like celebrating or like reminiscing, like it's not a good recipe. Is what I'm getting. It's like you really need to think here. And if you want to think about these things, fine, but you need to be super honest about it, right? Not some wishy-washy, only remembering great things kind of thing. That's someone. Another one would be like it's like where you're putting your energy. Almost like your emotional energy is expensive. You do not want to waste it. You don't want to be making unwarranted purchases here. This is not the time for that. You want to kind of hold on to that energy right now and then save it for yourself. What happens is this is where like you're kind of like you're learning that like everything is energy and currency, and how you spend it is very important. That stays very balanced. It stays very equal. It's doled out in ways that it should be, right? People that deserve it, things that that keep you stable. You're not being taken advantage of. You're not taking advantage of other people. That kind of stuff. So when you have this go on to me, and especially with the other cards and the energies of it, it's just very a lot. It's too much, too much, too much, too much. And it's almost like it bombards the senses. It's like a sensory overload almost, and it's what happens is it triggers like a past part of your brain that's like, oh, do you remember this? Do you remember what this was like? This, you know what I mean? And it's easy to remember really great things, but sometimes it takes a little bit more strength to kind of dig a little deeper and think, oh yeah, so and so was really great or whatever, but do you remember the time they blah blah blah, or when they did such and such, or so there's this could be something you're doing. This could be someone comes back and you guys are having a great time, but there's all these things going on. You're like, oh god, yeah, but remember all the crap. Oh boy. And then it's like so there's an imbalance almost. Emotionally there's ooh, it's very Like, I mean, it feels happy. It feels like you guys are happy about it, but it's very like there's so many other things involved still that it's just like, ugh, and you're kind of like, you're kind of back here like, okay, that's still happening, or that's still there, and we're, I'm still hurt over this, or maybe I'm not as healed as I thought I was, or it's really like I live near the river, so it's like like they dredge, and it's like it dredges up all the shit on the bottom, and that's what this is. That's what it feels like. It's like this is dredging up all the shit that is kind of collected from whatever this is. One of you, or at least one of you wants to start over, try again. Maybe this King of Wands. But do not move fast at all. Do not. This person to, no matter how much they want to, and no matter how much you want to. I mean, there's still things that need to be worked on here. Healed, worked on, thought about. Just because you can hang out with each other and have a great time, that is not mean that a relationship would work. This would be, just with all like the things going on, it would be a very it would have to be a very serious commitment on both ends, I think. And for those of you not in a relationship and it's not really a romantic thing that you're kind of emotionally sending out, right? This is like a lot of emotional energy going out, like almost like decisions or choices, or trying to think about, well, what should I do? Maybe it's just you have a really busy schedule. Maybe you have a lot on your plate. Maybe you got kids. Maybe you got ballet and this and that and soccer, and this one's sick and that. Like, I get it. Like, I completely understand that part. Maybe you have a lot on you. Maybe you need a night out to kind of blow off a little bit of that responsibility, but you need to be really careful. This is really, really weird, but if I don't say it, I'll be haunted that I didn't say it. And this is probably maybe one person. I can't imagine it being for like anyone. I hope not. This one person is giving this one person this cup, but it's got like this flower in it, but it looks like a star. So it made me feel like sleepy. Like when I thought about it, I thought starlight, I thought like sleepy. So be very careful who gives you drinks. Be very careful of where you are, where your drink is, especially if you go out. I don't like that at all. This person feels older, the person giving the drink. So just be very careful. Don't act like you're as safe as you think you are. Okay? Oof. I don't like that at all. Know who you're with, know who you're going to be with, and if they're not going to be there anymore, then I would leave with them. Like, someone needs to be careful there. And I don't think these readings should be scary or whatever, but just they should be helpful. Oh, what was that quote that I got today? I actually got today. It was like, I think it was Lewis Carroll She who saves a single soul saves the entire universe, I think. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get it. 1 second. Pretty sure that's what it was. But I mean, that really fits here. Like for that one person, it'd probably be for one person, this damn message. Yep, it was. She who saves a single soul saves the universe. I liked it, so I left it up today when I looked at my quotes. Lewis Carroll. What am I at? Yeah, be very careful what you're spending emotionally, like from that emotional bank account. Be careful there. Where are your thoughts going? What are you thinking about? You know, you don't want to fall into some trap, you know, and it's like it just seems like there might be some sort of again, not that there's been an imbalance yet, but there could be if you go in a certain direction. So this is really feeling like somebody who might be taking steps in a certain direction, and it's almost like doing that. I don't know. So it brings all these emotions in. Let's see. The fox in close proximity shows distrust of acquaintances who are seeking to betray you. Wow. See that? I'm happy I said that. So yeah. Acquaintances who are seeking to betray you. If you go out with somebody, or if you're out and somebody's trying to buy you a drink or send you a drink or do something and you're like, don't. Just don't. Stay with who you know, like really know, not acquaintances. Like, oh, I've seen them. Like, no, like if you don't know them, don't mess with them. Don't let somebody come in and throw you off your game with a little bit of, you know, razzle dazzle and bullshit. Children signify friendly dispositions and gentleness. Ooh, keep eyeing your kids, I guess. Just for some of you, I don't know, like watch what they're drinking and getting their hands on. Like, be careful there. And kids will. Ugh. Friendly disposition, gentleness. I mean, you might be celebrating having more kids, maybe? Something about kids? Huh. Roses indicate beauty and rugged health. There might be a toast to good health. Somebody making a toast, maybe? A lion, sudden shock from bad news. Huh. Do one more. What am I at? 14. Shepherd indicate an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. if this was me, I would kind of just stick to maybe what is close. You know, your kids, your family, your home. Right now, emotionally, might not be a good time to be taking on more things than you really need to. Especially if it does seem at the time maybe like it might be, you're not too sure. You know, there might be some things that look really great, but then some things that are like, you know what, I don't trust this person. I don't. It's tough. It really is. This is one of those energies. It's kind of like that reading I did. You know, I forget what it was, but it was like like there was no trust there. It was very I don't know, like full of betrayal. Like, you know, there's great parts, but then there's parts that are just, oh God, you know, like Et tu Brute. That's what I heard. Like, really? Just tough. Yeah, could be someone you have kids with or kids involved somehow. I feel like with this shepherd, it's almost like you're trying to corral all this stuff, though. You're doing a good job at kind of corralling and maintaining, and you might be doing this, you know, because you have to. Like, you have kids, you literally have no choice but to deal with this in a way that's this way. Um, you know, you don't have the luxury of just kind of going off on a, you know, a healing retreat or you know what I mean? Like, you don't have anybody. You don't have anyone helping you. Like, it's you. It's um so that's what this feels like. It feels like because of everything, you're kind of having to and deal with them in these manageable little things. And I feel like, you know, your team is kind of saying, good for you. That's wonderful. Your focus is right where it needs to be, and as long as you keep it manageable, you know, it won't go off the rails. You know, it'll stay manageable. I like this. It's kind of difficult to go through and to wade through, and you know, but it's manageable, which that's, you know, that's part of life. These emotional things that pop up, you know, and you kind of have to, like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Like in war, like when the guys would hold their guns up over their head and they're like wading through the water, they got their gun up over their head, you know, that's what I'm seeing, but you're like doing that through emotion. It's interesting. You're like army crawling through emotion, and it's interesting to me. I mean, a lot of training goes into that. You know, they're trained to do that. So I commend, I really commend you on how much spiritual work you've done to get here, especially with all this other stuff going on. Now you'll figure it out, and you'll be all right. Very, very good. Difficult to navigate sometimes, but not impossible, and it seems like you will have no problem. All right, that's it. I will see you next time. Bye.